It's your boy Zap, King of Giant Robots, and welcome to your tactical forecast for August 2022. If you're new here, I welcome you. This is the monthly update and hindsight video where you can hear about my personal goings-on in the realm of robot collecting and recording, as well as what to expect to see on the channel. So, minimal surprises are here. Previously, last month, we wrapped up Robot Wars XO and some other game. I genuinely already forget because I have the attention span of a goldfish. No, not that. Need to go further back on last month's schedule. Namco x Capcom wrapped up. That's what it was. Sweet. Good. Awesome. So those wrapped up and were promptly replaced. And let us begin how I should have begun, with the expectations and the schedule. As such, once more with feeling, we're planning something a little different. Not that I dislike the game, but Robot Wars 30 is gone on longer than any other games with more consistent uploads. I know it took me about a year or so to beat 64 and to beat XO, but I wasn't doing those on like a consistent frequency. 30, with the exception of February, has been multiple episodes a week, and it's just been slow going, and I would like for it to not take an entire year. As such, here is the plan. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 12 Central Standard Time, expect to see Robot Wars F Final. This carries over our data from Robot Wars F. We're playing it on the PlayStation, and we will come back around to telling you the story about F Final. On Friday the 5th, we have the final episode of Ayuden Chronicle Rising. This kind of snuck up on me. You'll see at a certain point in the episode where I have to do some editing and a cut, because I went in with the expectation of having another episode's worth of content to fulfill, to record, to play through. And that's not what happened. But the final episode comes up on the first Friday of the month at 12 Central Standard Time. Note that. But it just snuck up on me. And while there is still more to do, that's something I'll be doing on my time upon closer release of Ayuden Chronicle 100 Hero. Saturdays and Sundays at noon Central Standard Time. Saturdays, you can expect to see the black and white compact color. Sundays, you can see the comparison of compact in color. Wait, I think I said something weird there. Probably. Saturday is black and white. Sunday is color. Yes, exactly. Now, unfortunately, the first two episodes, while they're performing well on YouTube, they also performed well during recording. And then, with zero changes to my settings, and zero changes to anything on the computer, the audio began to crackle hideously on compact, and would lag and crackle on compact color. And after interim hours, minutes and hours of fiddling with driver settings and anything that I could get to make it work, I may have finally stabilized it. So here, shortly after this recording, I'm going to go into episode 4 of each and see if those settings persist as clean recording. Those of you who were there for the streams I apologize for my frustration, but please understand, if it's annoying you as an audiophile, it's frustrating me. And new to the calendar, on the Friday follow-up, replacing Ayuden Chronicle Rising, will be Hero Chronicle. I'm gonna unlock this so you can see. That's not what I wanted. So you can see the full thumbnail. We're here. But for many months, I've gone on and on about making that the next game on the list. It's the next game, it's the next game, it's the next game. And finally, it's the next game. A friend of mine, we will refer to them as Doggo, they knew who they are, has been not really on me, but very excited for me to get to that. It is also the game wherein Gilliam Yeager comes from. The canonical, I've seen all of these things. So when he's in 30, it's because he came from Hero Chronicle, and he came from OG1 and OG2 and F. He was there. And Alpha. I think he was in Alpha. Yeah, he was doing work in Alpha. He's been in all of them. He's been there. He is the Vicky of Super Robot Wars. But then, pourquoi, what happens to Robot Wars 30? Well, my ambition and my intention is that every single day of August at 3 p.m. will be Super Robot Wars 30. I really and truly hope that having a month of this game up every day will really get me somewhere, and I can finish it up by September, somewhere in September. I would like not for it to end in October, but that is also a high probability. By the numbers and all the missions that I calculated, from the beginning of the month, I had 44 episodes remaining to record. And with a 31-day month, it should wrap in September. It may not, but it should. I'm going to try. And as such, once we reach September and once I have that goal in sight, we will make adjustments to the schedule as necessary before beginning the next thing, whatever that thing may be. As such, let us talk about more things. There are two larger things that I want to discuss. First off, I spent an unnecessary amount of money trying to solve a problem that I didn't know I could solve. And it is a problem that is only solved by either emulation or throwing money at it. There is a second printing of Robot Wars F on the Sega Saturn, wherein the bug that deletes your data has been fixed. And I hear that a few other minor tweaks here and there have been fixed, but largely the I delete your data bug is gone from that second printing. Unfortunately, scouring for many hours for every picture and every listing of Robot Wars F that I could observe, the first mistake I made was realizing that there are numbers on the actual front of the disc. I guess it's a gaming ID number. I don't know how these things actually work. But the numbers were different from some of the pictures. And it wasn't until I had committed to buy what was different from my disc that I realized all I did was buy a second copy of Robot Wars F Final for the Saturn. Fortunately, that was cheap. What wasn't cheap was finding what exactly pertained to the second print of Robot Wars F, and that was costly. And that took hours because I had to go into every picture on every listing and try to identify the ring of numbers that are printed on the inside of the disc, that clear space, you can see a sequence of letters and numbers. And the one that ends with the letter B is the second print that solves the problem. I have it coming, which means I don't know what I'll do with my copy of regular F. Maybe I'll just have it as a backup or as a collection of things like, hey, now I have both the good and the bad copy. I'm only getting the disc. I am not getting the case. It's not coming with the case, so at least I can both go in the same case. The second thing that I want to discuss, largely at least, is it occurred to me that because I started this channel recording on a different computer, I had a different philosophy because I had to share the hard drive space, and I couldn't really keep my files there for very long, and it was only a few episodes of what is it? G Generation Genesis and my progress on Compact 3 that I got to keep, or chose to keep, my files. I had otherwise deleted the RAWs after they were up on YouTube. Never considered keeping local hard files. So I started collecting those, and I have to go back through, and at the very least, I want my recordings for Alpha Gaiden, Impact, and Compact 3. The catch there is that I realized the way I recorded Alpha Gaiden was hideously amateurish, and it was of the mindset of really a small-time YouTuber that would have had a bigger fan base due to the reach that I had when we were using the channel under the group for Colony Drop Cosplay. I figured, okay, if we're posting on this YouTube channel and our cosplay page has, a few thousand followers, we can at least get a few hundred, maybe 1,000 real quick. Didn't play out that way. But just for some dumb reason, I took every episode of Alpha Gaiden and I only played it for a certain amount of time. I think my time was a little more restricted because I had to share the computer, that I only played for up to an hour at a time. And so I have Stage 1, Part A, B, C, Stage 2, Part A, B, C, and there's other stages that go up to Part D. And what I want to do, I tell all that to tell this story, is I want to take those, slap on the current style of Robot Wars intro, put the episodes together, edit out the speaking intro and outro, and re-upload that. It seems kind of redundant, but at the same time, it'll make me happier to have that. And I can also use that for time off. When in September I have to go work for an anime convention, that entire week I can throw that up there as those up there as episodes and actually have a week off and not have to worry about backlogging because I'm not going to be home for the weekend and that's time I can't record, In a way, I'm kind of looking for some sort of feedback on that, because on the one hand, there's nothing I can do about the audio quality of the videos themselves, so that's fixed, that's locked in. I'm not gonna replay the game, at least not for some time, because then my two choices are to replay it emulated and it's gonna have the same problems, I'm going to do the same things, or replay it in Japanese and not have display issues, because as one of the first fan translated Super Robot Wars, it's got some coding errors in there where just sometimes data doesn't display. I don't know, but I want to fix that. And so far, I've at least downloaded from YouTube up through episode 12. And that's all 3 to 4 pieces up to episode 12. So hopefully when it does come to uploading those, you'll enjoy them. You'll watch them again. I might have to... I will certainly at least put a denotation in the comments saying that, you know, this is old, it's an old recording, it's... The original upload is from 3-4 years ago on a inferior setup. I still want to do that, though. At the very least, I need to complete downloading all those episodes, so if by some bizarre incident I get hit with the wave of copyright strikes or claims because I'm playing Super Robot Wars games, I want to at least have those videos before YouTube decides that I'm not allowed to have those videos anymore. I think that's all for this month's rambling. Let's take one more brief ride through the schedule for those of you that want to skip to the end to see if I have anything of value to say. Or more important, I don't know. People will like to skip to the end of things. It's like, are you done? So, Monday through Thursday, 12 noon, F Final. On Friday, first Friday of the month, at 12 noon, Aiden Chronicle Rising. Thus replace on every other Friday following that, at noon, Hero Chronicle. Compact every Saturday at noon. Compact Color every Sunday at noon. And my attempt at one episode a day of Robot Wars 30 every day at 3 p.m. I thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned to this channel for more giant robot antics, video games, anime, and more. Go to my YouTube channel, twitch.tv/ace_zappa, to catch many of my antics live and streaming. Join me for your speculations and your favorite giant robots. And we'll see you in the next episode of All the Robots. Good night, Space.